The Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, the WNBA semifinal cast is complete. The PBA quarterfinals continue at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. We'll take a quick look at Major League Baseball and check in with the Azkals. All that and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 26th of September. Now, here's our roundup. The Connecticut Sun's pursuit of their first WNBA championship continues as they held on for an 87-81 win and swept Indiana to end the Fever's postseason run. Alyssa Thomas led the Sun with 19 points, 13 assists, and 5 rebounds, while Caitlin Clark's sensational rookie season concluded with a game-high 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. In the other best-of-3, Diana Taurasi fouled out in the final 2 minutes of what could be her last game, as the Minnesota Lynx eliminated the Phoenix Mercury from the WNBA playoffs with a 101-88 victory. Taurasi scored 10 points, including 2 3-pointers, and received a standing ovation as she left the court with 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. Napheesa Collier's record-tying 42 points on 14 of 20 shooting helped secure the win for Minnesota. The WNBA semifinals will start on Monday at 3 p.m. Philippine time, with the Las Vegas Aces facing the top-seeded New York Liberty in a rematch of last season's finals. And later at 8:30 a.m., the Minnesota Lynx will host the Connecticut Sun. Both matchups feature teams with and without WNBA titles. We will do a quick rundown of today's Major League Baseball results. In the National League, Brandon Marsh's 3-run double along with 3 hits each from Nick Castellanos and Bryson Stott propelled the Philadelphia Phillies to a 9-6 victory over the visiting Chicago Cubs. This win secured the Phillies a first-round bye in the National League playoffs. The LA Dodgers moved closer to clinching the NL West title as Shohei Ohtani drove in 2 runs in a victory over the visiting San Diego Padres 4-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks moved closer to securing an NL wildcard spot with a 8-2 win over San Francisco Giants. The Milwaukee Brewers were eliminated from contention for the NL's first-round playoff byes with the Pittsburgh Pirates' 2-1 win. Over in the American League, the Detroit Tigers moved closer to an AL wildcard berth with a 7-1 win over the Tampa Blue Rays. The Baltimore Orioles' win kept the New York Yankees from clinching the AL East and moved the Orioles closer to securing the top AL wildcard on a 9-7 result. The Seattle Mariners stayed in the playoff race with a win over the Houston Astros 8-1. And the Toronto Blue Jays ended a losing streak with a 6-1 erasure of the Boston Red Sox's playoff hopes. The Philippines is returning to the Le Tour de Langkawi after 2 decades, with 6 seasoned cyclists competing in the 8-stage event starting Sunday on Langkawi Island, Malaysia. The team, coached by Ronald Gorantes, Virgilio Espiritu, and Mark John Lexer Galedo, aims to make a strong impression in the prestigious race. The Philippines first participated in 1998 and last raced as a national team in 2003. This year's race features 3 world teams of the International Cycling Union, or UCI, 7 pro teams, and 9 continental teams, including national teams from the Philippines, Malaysia, and Thailand. The event concludes on October 6 in Bintulu. Langkawi, known as the Jewel of Kedah, is a duty-free island and an archipelago of 99 islands located off the coast of northwestern Malaysia. Ginebra held off Meralco in Game 1 of their PBA Governor's Cup Best-of-5 quarterfinals. Despite blowing a 15-point lead, key plays by Chris Banquero and Japeth Aguilar, along with a crucial 3-pointer by RJ Abarrientos, helped the Gin Kings regain control. Meralco's late efforts were not enough to close the gap, and Justin Brownlee's free throw sealed the 99-92 victory. Brownlee led the charge with 29 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals as Ginebra takes a 1-0 series lead. The basketball nation was shocked last night to hear that a PBA player is involved in a shooting incident. Northport player John Amores and his brother allegedly followed and shot at victim Lee Calqueda after an argument during a basketball game. PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall issued a statement expressing sadness over the incident but declined to comment further on the Batang Pierre's issue. The Scorecard got in touch with Lumban, Laguna Police Chief, Police Major Bob Luis Ortiz for an update on the case of the Amores brothers.
After the incident, nag-conduct po tayo ng hot pursuit operation. Pero dun po sa ilang relatives niya na pinuntahan namin, negative po. And bigla na lang po kami naka-receive around 1 a.m. na willing na daw po sumuko sa ating police station itong magkapatid na Amores. And around 2 a.m. dumating po si John Anthony Amores. Naisampa po natin kanina, na-file po natin complaint ay attempted murder kay John Anthony and accessory po kay dun po sa kapatid. Magre-range po ang bail na from 24,000 to 200,000. Bukas may lalabas po yung resolution nila. Doon po natin makikita kung pumasok po yung ating final na complaint na attempted murder.
John Amores signed a 1-year playing contract with Northport, which is set to expire this year. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 26th of September. When we return, Stephan Schröck and Misagh Bahadoran are bringing back the Azcal's magic. So watch out for that here on the Scorecard.
FBI is investigating what it says is another attempt to kill Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. Active Mpox cases here in the country now at 15. But the health department tells the public, don't be alarmed. Content creator engaged in a friendly sparring bout with Pacquiao. It was going well until Pacquiao punched him in his stomach and knocked him down.
Mai Rodriguez, Newsfeed at noon on BNC, the Billionario News Channel. Your safety is on top of everything. Here are some important numbers in times of emergency. Public service reminder from Billionario News Channel. Always on top. At BNC, morning means business. The numbers and the stories that drive the economy and shape the world on Basis Points. Weekdays, 9:30 a.m. Cultivate a growth mindset and see where your finances is taking you on Follow the Money. Weekdays, 10:30 a.m. The stories behind successful micro, small, and medium enterprises on Pathways to Success. Weekdays, 11 a.m. Sit down with the trailblazers, the disruptors, and the titans of the industry on Industry Beacon. Weekdays, 11:30 a.m. Business as usual every morning. Only on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
Health and wellness, it's experimental.
Because I like the idea of a salmon sperm DNA on my face.
Beauty, it's experimental.
Oh my God! My wrinkles, I didn't know!
Even fashion, it's experimental. We're here to dive into the trends and explore the taboos and the daring. We're not just talking about it, we're testing it. It's like our laboratory. It's the Lifestyle Lab.
They came and the fans followed. Never before has football been as popular in the country as when the Ascals stepped onto the pitch. And now, the same familiar names are back for a take two of Philippine football's glory days in a new format. So, Stephan, these days, people are starting to mention the name Ascals once again. And you having represented the country for so many years in the past, how does that make you feel?
Well, it fills me with pride. I'm happy, like many others, that the name Ascals will be used again for football. I think over the years it became a handshake. Football and the Ascals went hand in hand and brought the sport up.
And this is not the same as how it used to be before because this is a different game. It's seven aside.
Right.
So just for the casual football fan, how would you describe the differences in terms of the actual football and the sevens?
Well, the sevens is one of the fastest growing sports, I think after paddle in the Philippines. With 14 cities now, 7, 8, 9, 10 countries, I think Anton brought it already. And it's great. It's great to see that people love the sport that Anton created, and the sevens is the home for it. And overall, we are excited and happy that A, the Ascals are back, and B, that we can be part of be sort of like a new history, I would say almost.
And you're going to be co-captaining this Philippine team along with Misagh, correct?
Well, I'm the captain. Misagh will be the co-captain.
But for sure, you're going to be playing here. All right,
Yes.
You're having tryouts now. So how proud are you that this is a new generation of footballers and you're leading now in a different capacity?
Well, for me personally, it's massive because when I came over from Germany playing for the Ascals, it was for two reasons. One, to pay back and say thank you sort of to my mom, Filipina. She brought me up alone. And then B is to inspire and to help Philippine football growing. And I think I'm blessed, very blessed in a more advanced age to be part for a second time in a new sport, or in a new sort of game for football to help inspire the people again, and that's beyond blessed.
Did you ever think before that maybe your time as a footballer was done, that chapter was closed?
Yeah, many times. I actually, this year, or just recently, I retired from 11-a-side football. And sevens. And for me, it's great to extend the football playing because you can retire the part of going every day to training, but you cannot retire the hunger and the passion for it.
So, for my last question, you talked about the hunger. Just for all of your fans who have been supporting you throughout the years, Stephan Schröck, or as they famously call you, Schrocky. How hungry is the Schrocky to bring back glory as a member of this reincarnated version of the Ascals?
Well, for me, I'm always hungry. I just recently started playing futsal, so I want to learn and become the best version of myself in futsal. The same goes for the sevens. I participated in the Super Sevens, which is sort of the professional league in the 7-a-side. And for me, winning is the most important. So I'm very hungry, very driven, still passionate, and looking forward so much to this tournament and to start the preparations.
All right, Misagh, you guys are forming a new Ascal squad, and Schröck just told me that he's the captain and you can be the co-captain. Your reaction to that?
Of course, it's fantastic. It's amazing to be going back to Ascals again. And then since I was 19 years old, I was the captain of Philippine futsal teams. So Now I was also the captain of my club's Global FC. We've been champions several years straight. So being a captain is something that we used to do. And then of course Schröck is oldest. We have to respect the age and everything. So he's handling the captain. I will be the co-captain.
Okay, Misagh, we have a lot of people trying out here for the new team. What are some of the qualities that you're looking for with regards to the selection of the players?
Of course, this is the second time we are having international sevens outside the Philippines. So we are looking for players who are quick in their feet. They're like street football players, like they've been playing in their backyard for a long time.
Yeah.
So we need someone who knows how to release the ball fast, and then he just quick decision. So sevens and futsal almost is the same. So you need to be so fast with your feet and make decision faster. And you can have sub every 2 minutes, or every time is unlimited like a basketball. So you have to go in, give 100%, even for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and come in, get some air, and then go back again, you know.
When was the last time you represented the Ascals in an international competition?
Actually, it was, I think, 2019, but 2018 was also the time that we bring the Philippines to Asian Cup.
Okay.
So we were, the last match we played where Phil Younghusband scored the penalty, and then we won all those glory days, which was an amazing time.
So now you get a chance to bring back those glory days. How does it feel for you personally to come back in a different form?
Because of my Achilles injury, I was retired. I stopped for almost 4 or 5 years. But when I heard that there's something like sevens coming up with the Ascals, I got so motivated. I got so excited. That Ascal is all about art. You know, we are going there fight for our country. It doesn't matter. It's 11 aside or 7 aside. Representing the national, as you know, Ascal means street dogs. Like we come in, we fight. Doesn't matter with food or without food, we do our 100% for our country. So I hope we Ascals can bring this mentality back to this, created to this new generation.
Boss Dan, the Ascals name is buzzing again. Football is buzzing again. It feels like we're back in the 2010s. How proud are you that the Ascals is making somewhat of a reincarnation and a comeback?
You know, when it comes to football, you know me. After all these years, being involved in football has always been what has kept me away from work and family, but happily.
Yes.
And I think with this chance to compete for the country through the Asian Sevens, it's a good chance for the Ascals name to be revived, just for people to know that we will always be here for football and to help football.
Stephan Schröck and Misagh Bahadoran, two people who have represented the Ascals in the past, are back in a different capacity, captain and co-captain of this team. How proud are you that they have stepped up to carry flag and country once again?
I think it has never, it has never diminished their desire and eagerness to represent the country. It has always been there, and of course they have to be more realistic. They're a bit older now, and they don't play as competitively as before. But I think this is a good chance for them, and now they're really stepping up every day. Every day they're working out.
Lastly, Boss Dan, we all know this. You're always there to support Philippine football and of course the Ascals. But what are the expectations for the first tournament of this new edition of Ascals in the Sevens?
Yeah, alam mo naman, Anton, when we join a tournament, we always try to go for the wins and the title. So while the players are doing their job and training, then I do my job as well to make sure that we can represent the country properly and manalo. So we're going for the win, of course.
All right.
Like before.
I love the spirit.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you very much.
When the scorecard returns, be sure to keep your eyes on the prize.
your newest source of news and information.
That's it?
Follows you everywhere, every day.
Wow.
Oh, man.
On cable and free TV. Online.
He joins us from the Batasang Komersyal.
On mobile.
Simulan na natin ang agenda.
This is BNC, and we are everywhere.
The World Health Organization declares the rapid spread of Mpox in African countries a global health emergency. Mpox was declared a public health emergency of international concern.
We have this just in. The Philippines confirms its first case of the new Mpox variant. The health department says the case was reported to the agency on Sunday, first since the World Health Organization declared Mpox a public health emergency of international concern.
Tune to BNC for more top-of-the-hour news.
Billionaire News Channel, always on top.
OpenAI has launched a new series of bots built to answer really tough questions. The AI models are designed to spend more time processing problems before spitting out an answer. First reported by Reuters, the new products are capable of reasoning through complex tasks. OpenAI says that makes them better able to solve challenging problems in science, coding and math. Known within the firm as Strawberry, they've officially been branded as O1 and O1 Mini. The O1 version will be available in ChatGPT from Thursday. In a blog post, the firm said the new model scored 83% on the qualifying exam for the International Mathematics Olympiad. That compares with just 13% for a previous model. The new bot also exceeded human PhD-level accuracy on some scientific tests. An OpenAI researcher said the system was built on so-called chain-of-thought reasoning, which breaks complex problems down into small steps. The models have refined their abilities through training and learning from their mistakes.
Good morning, everyone!
Let's begin your morning with these people that gives you the hottest information with excitement, positivity, and fun to start your day. Join Paulo Del Rosario, and Asis Carrillo, and Monique Tuzon.
Let's kick things off with some good vibes.
It's time to wake up and make this day amazing. For more happy moments, only here.
It's a beautiful day. 7 a.m. on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the game. Get ready for another thrilling battle as the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters take on the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots tomorrow, 5 p.m. at the Santa Rosa Multi-Purpose Complex. Rain or Shine is coming off a gritty 109-105 win in Game 1 of their quarterfinal series. The Elasto Painters showed why they are the top seed in Group B. Aaron Fuller was dominant again, delivering a 24-point, 20-rebound double-double, while Jonard Clarito added 20 points to help the Elasto Painters return from a 10-point deficit and secure a crucial victory. Head coach Yeng Giao praised his team's resilience, proving their character in the face of adversity. On the other side, Magnolia fought hard in their last game, but they couldn't close it out despite a late rally. Revante Rice struggled offensively, shooting just 6 of 20 from the field, but still managed to lead Magnolia in scoring with 16 points. Paul Lee nearly recorded a triple-double, tallying 15 points, 13 assists, and 9 rebounds, while Jeric Ahanisi added 15 points with key 4-pointers. Rain or Shine is coming into Game 2 with solid momentum, led by their import Fuller's ability to control the glass alongside contributions from Clarito and Nocum. Rain or Shine is also shooting 43% from the field, but they'll need to improve their 19% three-point shooting. They've shown resilience in their Game 1 comeback, so expect them to capitalize on their second chance points. Defensively, rain or shine is allowing 100 points per game, but their fourth quarter defense has been their calling card, especially in crunch time moments. Now, on to the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shots, showcasing a balanced pack with contributions across the board. While import rice has struggled with consistency, the locals have stepped up. Magnolia is shooting 40% from the field and boasts a 20% clip from beyond the arc, thanks to Anmisi and Lee, who've been clutch when it mattered the most. The Hot Shots' offensive depth allows them to space the floor and spread out the rain or shine defense. On the defensive end, they'll need to lock in on defending Rain or Shine's physical inside presence. Their defense in transition and closing out shooters will be key factors to watch in Game 2. With Rain or Shine leading the series, the Hot Shots will be eager to bounce back. Rain or Shine is favored by 3.5 points after their impressive comeback win, but Magnolia's firepower can't be underestimated. Expect a closely contested matchup in this intense quarterfinal showdown. Next, we have the NLEX Road Warriors facing the TNT Tropang Giga in Game 2 of their quarterfinal series at 7:30 p.m. TNT's Ronde Hollis Jefferson once again loomed large, delivering a conference-high 45 points to help his team secure a hard-fought 107-102 Game 1 win. Hollis Jefferson, the reigning best import of the conference, also added 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. His second-half explosion turned the game around for TNT, who trailed by double digits early in the contest. With Roger Pogoy's 13 points and 5 rebounds, and veteran leader Jason Castro's 12 points and 5 assists, TNT heads into Game 2 with momentum on their side. NLEX fought valiantly in Game 1, led by their import, Daquan Jones, who had an impressive 38 points and 12 rebounds. But Robert Pollock struggled to find his rhythm, being held to just 10 points even while still contributing 7 assists and 5 rebounds. NLEX's ability to keep this series alive will rely heavily on Jones's consistency and Pollock's ability to bounce back. TNT Tropang Giga came in with one of the top offenses this season. Their star player, Hollis Jefferson, showed just how dangerous he can be with his recent 45-point output. TNT is shooting 43% from the field and a solid 29% from beyond the arc. With Pogoy, Calvin Oftana, and Castro providing perimeter firepower, Tropang Giga's deep rotation makes them tough to defend, especially when they space the floor with their shooters. Now let's talk about the NLEX Road Warriors coming into Game 2, led by their explosive scoring machine, Daquan Jones. But one key stat to watch is their three-point shooting, currently hovering around 31% as a team. They'll need to hit timely shots to stay competitive. The Road Warriors are also pulling down an average of 45 rebounds per game, with Jones leading the charge alongside Bolek and Mocon crashing the boards. Their interior presence, though, will be tested against TNT's formidable front line. With TNT drawing first blood, they're now favored by 4.5 points going into Game 2. Hollis Jefferson's all-around impact makes TNT the team to beat, but NLEX won't go down easily. Now, if Jones can replicate his stellar performance and Bolek regains his shooting touch, the Road Warriors could pose a serious threat to force the series into deeper waters. Don't miss out on another thrilling quarterfinal clash in the PBA Governors Cup. And we have updates. In tonight's PBA Governors Cup quarterfinals, San Miguel foiled Converge in Game 1, 102-95. Ejiofor Anosike top-scored with 28 points, with 11 rebounds and 5 assists. Junmar Fajardo chipped in with 25 points, 16 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. Terrence Romeo and Chris Ross added to the excitement with 1 4-point field goal apiece. And now some, I would say, bittersweet news from the NBA. Sad if you're a huge Derrick Rose fan, because Derrick Rose, D-Rose, posted a moving goodbye on his Facebook and Instagram account. You can read the whole statement of Derrick Rose. He posted it online, but as a D-Rose fan, it's bittersweet. More bittersweet than sad for me, because Derrick Rose dealt with a lot of injuries, a lot of off-court issues as well. But I would like to remember the time when he was the youngest MVP in the history of the NBA. Nobody else was dunking and moving the way Derrick Rose was moving. There would be no Russell Westbrook. There would be no Ja Morant and other explosive point guards if there was no D. Rose. Wish you all the best, Derrick Rose. Thanks for the memories. And before we go, think on this. From football legend Lionel Messi. It took me 17 years and 114 days to become an overnight success. Messi has set the record for the most goals in La Liga, in the Supercopa de España, and in the UEFA Super Cup, and the highest number of official recorded assists in football history, totaling 375. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionario News Channel. I'm Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening. Good night.
Up next on Billionario News Channel.